Evening, welcome to season 15. This is the Emily Linscott Ginetta GT5s. We're here at Snetterton 200 for round number 2 of the series. We'll have a look shortly at last week's finishing positions, but let's have a look. We've got 14 drivers in the lobby so far. We have Shadowstalker DBS, Web User Johnny, the Les, Yorkshire Stig, Tilbs 11, Cot Marco, Sandwalk 3, NGR Danzo D7, Seeks 44, RDF Adam Morris, Boyraxer 14, the defending champion. Good evening, Birdfry, who we have on screen at the moment. Impressive. I'm pretty sure it's dangerous to use your phone whilst driving, but there we go. But NGR Birdfry 699 joining us on his debut in the Ginettas. NGR Scooby G, his first race with the Ginettas this season. And then Cam 123Ds, rounding out those 14 drivers. So let's have a quick look at the finishing positions of last week. So last week, NGR Jamie WRX, the normal host, who's at Goodwood Revival this week, so not driving tonight, won, followed by Boyraxer 14, Prosser 14, who finished third. He's not here tonight either. NGR Fraser unfortunately can't make this race either. He finished in fourth. Sandwalk 3, 5th, Cot Marco 6th, NGR Danzo D7 is in 7th, Yorkshire Stig 8th, Gimp Buster, who is again not racing tonight, finished 9th, Shadowstalker 10th, Web User Johnny 11th, Bob Mark 1 12th, Cam 123 Diz 13th, the Les 14th, and that was the round out of our finishes for that race. So if you are watching, do drop down a comment. It's always interesting to see how you guys view the races, as Yorkshire State puts in a 132.32 out of the pits. So he's out lap. One's had a bit of a spin. There's Tilbs 11. He's back. Round number 2, he's here. So it's good to see Tilbs back in the Ginetta. So hopefully he can have a good first outing of the season in that number 40 machine. Danzo D7 just running a little bit wide through the penultimate corner, heading up towards Murray's. As we start getting times in now, with Scooby G doing a 118.6. Cam 123 did also a 118.6, but he's only 2 thousandths quicker than Scooby G. And Boyraxer puts in a provisional pole time of a 118.5. And Morris a 118.660, matching Cam 123 Diz there for second place. The two Machuca boys, these boys know how to race. I remember the team's championship a couple of seasons ago. These two absolutely dominated it a few seasons back. Absolutely unstoppable force as a unit, these two. As they head down the Bentley Straight. And then Brendan Nelson through the bomb hole they go. And up towards Coram. Share the link. As we continue to watch Adam Morris, the Les has gone up into second place with a 118.368, and Scooby G moving up into third place there. It's always good to see new people coming into the championship. Obviously, Scooby G not a regular normally in the Ginettas, but very good to see him here at the moment. And he goes slightly quicker again, but can't quite go up a place. The Les only 0.029 behind Boy Raxa, which is impressive because Boy Raxa is not slow. He's a four-time row winner, and he's defending this crown here. As we watch the Les going down the Bentley Straight, I think it's the Bentley Straight anyway, into the Brundle-Nelson complex. Probably one of the worst sections you ever have to drive in a racing game. So across the line goes the Les. Goes quickest. Pole position at the moment on 118.039. Puts him in nice position as he loses it through reaches the first corner. Boy Raxa going down the Bentley Straight into the Brundle-Nelson complex with his effective teammate just behind him. Who we got coming up towards the end of the lap other than Yorkshire Stig? Scrabble Kiernan's joined. I think he's joined in a bit too late though. I don't think he's going to get to race. He's joined just a bit too late. Boy Raxa comes out of the final corner. Let's have a look. A lap of Snetterton 200. So we head up towards which is a fast right-hander. Then up towards Montreal, a tight hairpin right, which leads into what will be the exit of Williams. But down the Bentley Straight. And into the Brundle-Nelson complex. Is fast left-hander, but you've got to be hitting the brakes as you're going in to the right-hand part of Nelson. Into the bomb hole, which should be absolutely flat. Into Coram and towards Murray. You've got to be very careful. It's easy here for the car to lose its balance and chuck you off the side there. He's got through it quite nicely up towards the start line. 48 seconds to go. What has Boy Raxa done? He's put in a time that's 1,000th quicker than his best. Wow, all that work for that. That's all I'm going to say. Carry on, the Les. Scooby G's put it in second now, a 118.060, and he'll have one more attempt. Tilber's in 11th. Let's see where the returnee is doing. He's down in 11th, and this will be his final lap, and I think he's just missed up coming through Nelson. Yeah, the end of qualifying is here. Marco comes up to the line. Can't go any quicker. Tilbs 11. I think that's going to be Burnt Fry. Well, I think it was Burnt Fry behind him. Or was it? No, it wasn't. It was someone else. Yorkshire Stick. He crosses the line. Doesn't go any quicker. Here comes Seeks. 44. Anna Morris sets a brand new fastest lap though. 117.7. Boyraxa in second place. The Les, he's on a lap. He's got Shadowstalker ahead of him with the tow. And the Les peels into the pits. Obviously the time not good enough. Shadowstalker crosses the line. Doesn't improve. And everyone else has set the time. So we're literally just waiting for nothing. Qualifying's over. So, Adam Morris takes pole position with a 117.7. Boyraxa 14, a 118.0 in second. Row 2 is the Les and Scooby G. Row 3, Cam 123Ds and Seeks 44. Row number 4, Webby's a Johnny and then Yorkshire Stig. Row 5 is Sandwalk 3 and Cop Marco. Row 6 is Tills 11 and Shadowstalker DBS. And row 7 is Danzo and Burnt Fry. I'm rounding it all out. So we'll wait them all to sink in. They've got to press their ready to race button to signify that they are ready to go. If they do not press it, they do not race. It's as simple as that. Anna Morris. Will lead the charge on this 2-mile circuit, which began life in 1951, just after not long after the war, about 7 years. It used to be 2.7 miles. The circuit used to be very, very different. And, this current layout of Snetterton didn't come in until around 1975, when this was almost considered the club course. It didn't have the hairpin at Montreal. The Montreal hairpin came in at around 1990, or 2011 apparently. But we're going to go 3 red lights here at Snetterton for round 2. We are underway for the Emily Linscott Ginetta GT5s. It's not a great getaway there from Adam Morris, and Boyraxa 14 is immediately going up the inside as we head towards Riches for the first time of 12. Through Riches they go, and then up to Montreal. Adam Morris has lost out on the lead. Behind though we have 4 cars almost battling out. That is Seeks with Scooby G as they exit Montreal onto the Bentley Straight for the first time. Cam 123D is looking to gain the place on Seeks, and he does with the help of the slipstream. And here comes web user Johnny. He's going to look into Brundle. This is going to be brave if he sticks this one out. It's not an easy place to overtake. You've got to be really trusting here with the guy beside you. And yes, web user Johnny backs out of it. Behind though, Tilbs and Sandrock 3. They were side by side going through Brundle, and Tilbs actually made a place up on Cop Marco, which is a good effort. So up to 11th for Tilbs and 11. Meanwhile, near the front, that is Scooby G and Cam 123 Diz looking like they were going to go side by side into Murray's. But they don't, and Scooby G now on the back of the Les as they head down towards Riches for the second time. Boyraxa leads by 0.9 of a second. On board with Scooby G, he's got a good run through Riches. Can he find a gap now up towards Montreal? He looks to the inside. Oh, and Les gives him the room. Scooby wasn't quite expecting that. They go side by side, although Scooby G's now going to lose. Oh, a bit more contact there. I don't know what's really occurred. I think Cam's gone down the inside and Scooby's not seen him. And a bit of contact allows Seeks into 5th place. And now he's right on the tail of Scooby G. As Scooby G now looking towards the inside of Brundles. Won't get that done. But Seeks is all over him. Going through Nelson, and here comes Cam. He's going right back at Seeks. Into the bomb hole, side by side. Very door-to-door stuff almost. But a good move from Cam 123 Diz to reclaim 5th place from Seeks. Tilps has had a big accident somewhere. And Sammox also has had a big accident. They've got no bonnets left. Anyway, back to the battle. Because Scooby G is right on the tail and Seeks is side by side with Cam. Good evening to anyone who's just joined us. You're watching the round 2 of Emily Linscott sponsored Ginetta GT5s. And that's Seeks, I think, is off the road. Yes, he is. He's gone wide at Riches. And he's almost gone deep into Montreal there. I bet he didn't really have a lot of time to slow that down coming from the grass. But Cam back up to 5th place. A mistake from Seeks. Meanwhile, Burnt Fry is having a nice little tussle here with Dan's OD7. This over 11th place. Though a good exit from Burnt Fry sees a bit of a gap between them two. And Shadowstalker giving Burnt Fry a nice tow heading up towards Brundle. Burnt Fry has a look down the inside. Not going to do it. Through the bomb hole they go again. The 3rd time. Into Coram. Meanwhile, at the 3rd place playoffs, effectively at the moment, battle between Scooby G and the Les is heating up even further. That's Bumper Cam, that's Bonnet Cam. Down the inside we go with Scooby G, and again Scooby backs out of it. He just didn't fancy that at all. Heading into Riches. They hit the brakes into Montreal. We'll stay on board with Scooby G here. It's a night for you, actually. Again, nothing really doing. Shadowstalker. Burnt Fry seems to lose quite a lot going through Coram, Murray's and into Riches. And he goes two-wheeling across that curb. That never helps, and he's now got Danzo in the slipstream heading towards Brundle. And the leaders are just going through the bomb hole as we speak and up towards Coram. The gap at the front is closing in. It's 0.4 of a second right now. Meanwhile, Scooby G is still hounding the back of the Les. If you are watching, do comment. It's interesting to see how you guys interpret stuff actually when we have these battles. As we head on to lap number 5. The front two getting away. They're almost working together. And again, Scooby G has a look, but isn't going to do anything. Here comes web user Johnny down the inside of Seek. Not quite. Seek's a bit braver on the brakes. And Johnny again having a look. And that's going to compromise Montreal. You see, Seek's just pulled a little bit of a gap on him going down the Bentley Straight. We've not seen it, but the Les has been overtaken by Scooby G and Cam. So Scooby G up into 3rd, Cam into 4th. Bit of a strange one for Les. Is not normally, unless he's got up over the curb. And just lost that momentum. But Cam run wide through Nelson. Here comes the Les. Yeah, but he's not going to take a second invitation. He only needs one. Down the inside of the bomb hole. Easy move. Heading towards Murray's for the 5th time. These guys have got to start working together if they want to get to the first and second place. They've got to stop fighting each other so much. It's really going to cost them. The two Machuca boys at the front are gone. They really are gone. They're 3.6 up the road pretty much from these guys. A minimum of 3 seconds to Adam Morris. So they've got a lot of time, really, to make up. As Cam 123 is looking down the inside of the Les into Montreal. Yeah, done deal that one. Into the hairpin. Lovely move set up through Riches. Now he's got to deal with the Les coming back at him, and they're losing time to Scooby G. They're going to lose Scooby G here at this rate. He is now 8/10 up the road. And if you get to around 1.3 upwards, you'll start losing that toe, which is crucial in GT5 racing. You need the slipstream. Otherwise, you just constantly lose time if your opponents are in the slipstream or you're battling too much. At the back, we got a nice little tussle going on between the cars with no bonnets. Sandmark 3, Tilms 11, not quite the return he was hoping for here in the number 40 machine. Meanwhile, Scooby G, Cam, Les, Seeks is now on the back of this battle after dropping back a little bit fighting with Johnny. And Johnny, unfortunately, is in no man's land, and he probably won't see that group for 3rd place again this race. Adam Morris, lights on, is now on the back of Boyraxer. 7 laps we are on. 6 laps to go. In the background, you see the battle for 3rd. And Cam making a move on NGR Scooby G. Looks like he's got the nice run out of the hairpin, and the Les maybe looking to shape a move up on Scooby G, heading towards Brundle. He pulls out to go alongside. He is there, and contact. Scooby G is being deposited onto the grass. He will not be happy with that one. Possibly one that will be sent to the stewards. Bit of a hard one. I'll have to look back on the stream for that. Let's have a look. So the Les pulls alongside. I want to tell from our angle. It looks like Scooby G comes across thinking he's clear when he's not. But maybe one for the stewards to decide on that. Meanwhile, at the front, Adam Morris is on the tail now. Literally on the tail. Of Boyraxer 14, we head down the Bentley Straight towards Brundle and Nelson. Close racing at the moment. Good quarters given. There's Cam, there's Seeks. Les has dropped back down, obviously, due to the contact that he had with Scooby G. Into Riches they go. Let's have a look at the tower. Let's see if there's any battles going on at the moment. Doesn't look like there's much going on currently, apart from the lead battle, which still is very, very close. Well, it's actually so close that Adam Morris is thinking about a move around the outside of Brundle. Almost there to make the inside for Nelson. Not quite. but almost. Through the bomb hole, he's literally pushing him as we head towards Coram now. And Morris is now looking to overtake his effective teammate. Boyraxa in the number 20 machine, having to defend hard. Meanwhile, Seeks is having to defend now from the lanes as we head into Murray's. Across the line, the Les still side by side, heading up towards Rich as they go. Who's going to be the bravest? Les is definitely the bravest, going around the outside there, but Seeks doing very well to keep his composure into Montreal. Hit the brakes, Seeks will have the inside line covered, and he'll survive another attack until the Bentley straight because of the slipstream Adam Morris has actually overtaken. Boyraxers, where the Boyraxers had a bit of a mistake at Montreal. But Seeks 44 on the inside, heading up towards Brundle and towards Nelson. And again, the Les can't do anything about that. Good defending from Seeks. He's positioning his car absolutely the way he needs to. Down towards Murray's we go. And this is lap 10 of 12. This battle doesn't look like it's going to be giving up any time soon. But they are losing time to Cam due to this battling. Cam's starting to run off in the distance. Meanwhile, Boyrax is now right on the tail of Adam Morris this time. It's role reversal. Heading up towards Montreal on this, the penultimate lap. Down the Bentley straight they go. The Les has finally done Seeks. 3 Riches. And now Seeks is going to have to work his way back past the Les. And a bit of a mare last time. It's into Brundle and Nixon. There you go. Meanwhile, Scooby G's now side by side with Webby's of Johnny going into Brundle and Nelson. Good move, covers off Johnny actually into Nelson, which is great defending from Scooby G. Nice transition actually from Scooby G from attacking into the defensive manoeuvre. Meanwhile, Shadow Stalker has Tilbus coming up behind him. Burnt Fry's had a bit of a mistake, so he's on the grass going through Riches. That's a big crash just before Montreal. Just clipping the grass there. Sending him round. You'll have to be careful because the leaders are coming around. Luckily, he's done a good job actually there, getting out of the way. Boyrax are now right on the tail of Adam Morris. This is the final lap of the race of the Emily Linscott GT5s. Boyrax pulls out. He looks to go alongside Adam Morris into Brundle and Nelson. The inside for Brundle, the outside for Nelson. That looks like it's going to be job done. It is job done. Into Nelson, yeah. Lovely stuff. There's Burnt Fry in the background, getting a bit of two-wheel action in through Nelson. Good opportunity for him to learn. So he's more of a GT player as Burnt Fry. So good opportunity for him to learn if you can stay with him enough time about driving these cars to the limit. Through Coram for the final time, into Murray's. The leading duo. I don't think Adam Morris is going to be able to do anything, or is he? Yes. He's got the run out of Murray's. He's side by side. It's time for a drag race now out towards the line. Adam Morris making sure he doesn't make any contact, but it's going to be Boyraxa 14 takes the win from Adam Morris. Cat 123 Diz under attack from the Les on another drag race to the line, but he will keep that third place from the Les. Seeks is going to be in 5th. Scooby G will finish 6th after the incident at Brundle. Webb used to Johnny 7th. Cot Marco, we haven't seen really anything of him. He's just been in his own little race, to be fair. He'll come home in 8th, a respectable place and position in this race. Yorkshire Stig will be in 9th. Danzo It's currently ahead of Sandwalk, but he's made a mistake through Murray's, and here comes Sandwalk. Round the outside, another drag race to the line. But I think, yep, Sandwalk's definitely got this for 10th place. Danzo 11th just outside. Tilbs 11. He crosses the line for 12th place. And Shadowstalker 13th with Brent Fry 14th and a lap down. So your provisional results for round 2 of the Emily Linscott Ginetta GT5s are Boyraxer 14, Adam Morris, Cam 123 Diz, Delez, Steeks 44, Scooby G, Web User Johnny, Cop Marco, Yorkshire Stig, Standwalk 3, Danzo D7, Tilbs 11, Shadowstalker DBS, Brent Fry rounds out the runners. A great start to the evening for the racing. Fastest lap goes to Adam Morris at 1:17.5. So he earns an extra point for that one. But yeah, what a fabulous way to start off this race. Start off this evening with the Ginetta GT5s. Quite fascinating, really. But we are back next week with Ginetta GT5 action for round number 3 on next Friday. Find out where we are. Yeah, a bit unfortunate there, but I mean, obviously, if you touch the grass, a little bit unforgiving at times. But hopefully you enjoyed it. It's a cracking car to drive, this Ginetta. So next week, round number 3, we go to the jewel of the F1 calendar. In Ginetta GT5s, we're off to Monte Carlo and the Monaco Street Circuit. So do join us next week for that. That one should be very interesting, shall we say. But next up is my point of view of the Formula Rookies around Snetterton 200. So stay tuned for that one, because that one could be very interesting. But for now, thank you for watching this Ginetta GT5 sponsored by Emily Linscott stream for NXTGEN. Enjoy the rest of your evening.